Hello, my friend. It's the Crypto Lunatic, the channel for crypto newbies. And today I bring you on a bit of an adventure to find the next brilliant 100x coin. Now, like anything that I do, it's not financial advice. And this is just a journey into how to find coins before they pump, because the game here on YouTube is that everyone talks about coins when the price is flying high, but the game is to find them while nobody's talking about them while the prices are low. And that is what I'm here to do for you. So this is a contrarian view to what most people are going to be talking about. And let me take you on a little journey of how my mind thinks, of how to do things that other people aren't. So it starts here. It starts here. So this is DexU AI. Now, having followed the crypto market on the last cycle, one thing I realized is that every narrative has its day in the sun. Every narrative. It's like popcorn. They pop at different times. And most influencers only talk about things when they're popped, as they're popping, they make them pop. So finding tiny channels like this to get content before it pops is the way forward. So with that in mind, let's go on a complete opposite viewpoint of what most people would do. You think, let's look at ICM. That's the place that's popping. No, we're going to go to the complete other end of the scale. And again, you don't have to take my word for it. I might be wrong. But DeFi is definitely going to have its day because it is an exciting sector, I believe. So we're going to click here. And what we see in the last 30 days, the top project in this is LMT. LMT or Litmus. So let's go back a little bit further. Let's have a look. Look, year to date, 90 days. And it wasn't really doing anything. But now, because Griffin was ruling the roost, and now with 30 days in, suddenly it's getting a little bit more attention. So that's where this journey started. So let's click on it and let us see that there's a reasonable amount of volume going in at the moment and a very tiny market cap. And look, 251 smart followers. Now, exactly how smart they are, well, that's not for me to say. It is not for me to say. So here we're looking at things like we've got the price and the mind share here, the price and the mind share. So that's nothing spectacular here. But again, we're trying to find things before they pump. So such metrics aren't as relevant on this journey. So here we see high scores for trendiness and reputation, considering it's a very low cap coin and for its network. Now, these are degen plays. You never, ever, ever put more than you can afford to lose in a play like this. So let's have a little look into it. Let's find out what it does. So here we go. We see that back in December 2024, this came onto the market and was trading at 9 cents. 9 cents. And at one stage here, earlier this year, back in January, it was up to 23 cents. And then it's plummeted down and down and down and down and down and down. Had a little blip there, went up to 3 cents, and now it's back down below 2. So potentially, this is a fantastic entry point. We also see a very low market cap. This is virtually the degen zone. Under 20 million, you're in virtual degen territory. Now, also, I mean, that's even though the volume's down, that's the volume down on everything today, but that's still a reasonable volume for a 16 million market cap coin. And also, I want to bring your attention to this, the circulating supply. Now, the circulating supply, having over 80% of the supply already out, that is very, very good tokenomics for a relatively low cap coin. So let's go down a bit. We see it's hardly on any exchanges at the moment, hardly on any. So that means that there's great potential should it be listed on Binance or Coinbase for a massive price pump. And we're going to cover the about part, so I'm not going to reflect too much on that on this bit. So the first thing we do, we go to the website, and here we don't see a lot, but what I did, I took the liberty of going to the white paper. Now, white papers can be confusing. You just go to the page, go on to ChatGPT, and put, please analyze this white paper and bullet point key areas in language a child would understand. And I've put the link there. So this is a very basic view because this is for people that are new to crypto. So Limitus is like a super smart robot helper for your phone or computer. It can do things for you, like checking the internet for the best deals, sending emails, or even trading digital money while you sleep. You can talk to it using your voice or type, and it understands you like a friendly assistant. You can trade digital money. You can manage your emails and schedule. You can connect to different digital worlds and keep your information safe. So how does it work? Well, it works on many devices, like your tablet or your computer. It understands your voice, so you can talk to it and it listens and responds. And it learns from the internet. It looks at a lot of information and makes smart decisions for you. And it keeps your data private. It doesn't share your personal information with anyone. Why is Limitus special? It thinks for you. It can do tasks without you having to ask every time. It's always learning, getting smarter the more you use it. And it's like a digital friend. It helps with many things like making your life easier. So in short, Limitus is like having a smart robot friend that helps you with your digital life, making things like trading, organizing, and staying safe online much easier and faster. Now, for me, I believe this is the future. Now, there's a few companies doing this, so there is competition in this sector, but this is exciting. I believe this is a really exciting sector. So I said, please analyze Limitus as an investment opportunity. Now, we know what it is. We've just found out. We know the key features. We've just found out. Investment considerations. So as of May 2025, Limitus has a market capitalization of approximately 14.8 million with a circulating supply of 830 million. With a maximum supply, we've looked into that. Tokenomics. Limitus follows a deflationary model where every transaction triggers a small burn and redistribution, reducing the overall token supply. This mechanism increases scarcity, potentially boosting long-term value for holders. So this is significant because a lot of cryptos create tokens every year and they're inflationary. This is deflationary. So it's got a good tokenomics model. Community engagement. The platform has demonstrated strong community engagement with a significant buy to sell transaction ratio, indicating positive sentiment amongst investors. And there's the price predictions towards 19 cents and 28 cents by the end of the year. And they tend to be conservative. So the risks, obviously, market volatility and early stage development. So the conclusion, Limitus presents an innovative approach to integrating AI, Web 2 and Web 3 systems, offering potential for growth in the decentralized technology space. However, prospective investors should conduct thorough research and consider their risk tolerance before making such decisions. Well, this is a degen zone. That goes without saying, my friends. Absolutely. Next thing we do, we go on their X account, click there, and we get to here. Now, this is interesting. So for a start, they've got 15,000 followers. That's not bad for a tiny little low cap crypto that only started at the end of last year. So this is actually, I'm going to show you a little bit of this. So this is their pinned video that gives you an idea of what it does.
Open up Limitus on my laptop.
You got it. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Limitus. Scan decks for all new coins that went to 10 mil plus market cap.
Here's a list of coins that went to 10 million plus market cap today. Zwag has the highest volume. Would you like me to analyze further?
Sure, let's do it.
Here's a detailed breakdown on Zwag.
Scan for potential insider buys.
A wallet starting with HT67 made a significant buy early in the token's launch. Would you like to track this wallet?
Yes, please notify me of this wallet's similar purchases.
Sure thing. I will notify you of this wallet's future activities. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Scan my trade communities for their best call.
Here's a scan of your main trade communities.
Give me a list of today's top calls on Paradigm.
Here's the top 5 calls from Paradigm in the last 24 hours.
Find wallets that bought LMT in the first hour and held at least half for 7 days.
Here's the wallets you requested.
Now find connected wallets that sent SOL to them at least 3 times.
Here's a list of wallets requested. Would you like to download the full breakdown?
Yes, please.
Sure thing. I have sent you a full breakdown on wallets that meet your criteria.
Limitus. Set a limit buy for hype at $26.
No problem. How much would you like me to set the limit buy order for?
Use 100% of my balance, please.
You got it. Your limit buy order for hype at a price of $26 is all set.
Limitus, I have some business associates flying in tomorrow. Make me a 7 p.m. dinner reservation at Yazawa for 4 people.
So there you go. That is impressive. You've got a personal assistant as an AI agent. Now, as I've mentioned, there's other companies doing this, but I think this is really impressive, really impressive. And we see there's activity 17 hours ago, a couple of days ago. So we've got an active social media account here, which is impressive. So the next thing we do, we check Explorers, Soul Scan. Let's find out what the distribution is like. So there's 2 of them. There's Nansen and there's Soul Scan. So here we see that there's almost $1 million of liquidity. Now, for a tiny little low cap coin, that's a decent amount of liquidity, and over 6,000 holders. That's a decent amount of holders as well. So that is good. We go to the other one, Soul Scan, and we look at holders. Here we want to find distribution, and that's what we're doing at the moment, as they verify that I'm human and not an AI agent. There we have it. There we have it, my friends. They're checking me out. So here we see there is a high concentration in one wallet. So that's something to be wary of. And there's a reasonable concentration in the top 10 wallets. It's not terrible, but it's certainly something to consider that one wallet has almost 17% in it. And we double check. We've been to Limitus, and this is Dex Tools. And this just tells us that we've got an under 20 million market cap. And this tells us that there's more liquidity. So that's quite a big difference in data that we're getting. And this is part of why we check numerous sources, because we can't trust the data from one single source. So one says that there's just under 1 million liquidity. This says that there's 1.6 million liquidity. But what we are seeing is a decent amount of volume, considering that volume is down on all cryptos today. So there is a taste of the future, I believe. Now, whether Limitus is going to be the leader in the future, well, that's for anyone to guess. And that's the game of the degen. That's what degens do. They speculate on tiny little coins like this, and they hedge their bets. They certainly don't put any more money than they can afford to lose. The way to treat this is like lottery tickets. But Limitus, from what I can see, looks like a very interesting play here. And I would say that given the risk reward, that this is definitely worth a dabble. Not that I'm invested in it. I'm not invested in it, but that is my humble opinion. And if you would like more of my little updates, then by all means, subscribe to the channel and you'll get my differing views on the world of crypto. Speaking of which, there's another video just there.